Hello, and welcome to the My Life's a Movie podcast. I'm your host, Dre, and I'm with Kai.
What's up?
What's up, Kai? I heard you're very tired.
I'm sleep deprived.
Right now, we're recording this at 1 in the morning, so we're not helping your sleep schedule at all.
No.
Have you been sleeping well recently, or is this just adding on to already messy?
Yeah, I don't sleep as it is. So this is just adding to the lack of sleep that I already get, but it's fine.
Yeah, because for me, this is prime hours. I woke up at like 9 p.m., so I'm just starting. Because I was sleeping at like 5 in the morning recently, like 4 in the morning, stuff like that. And then just one night, just got my feelings. I couldn't sleep. And I stayed up all the way until like 10, 11. And then I went to bed. And ever since then, that's just been my schedule. And I love living at night, so I got no problems with it. But, kind of puts you on the opposite of everyone else. But we go to the gym at midnight, and we go 11:30 every day. So
11:30 in the evening or in the morning?
No, p.m.
Oh.
Yeah, 11:30 p.m.
And then at midnight?
Right before midnight. So
okay.
we go from 11:30 to like 1 in the morning, something like that.
Listen, I don't go to the gym, and I'm pretty sure that's like obvious. So, however you do your gym things, that's great.
Yeah, so it fits my schedule perfectly because I wake up, eat breakfast, go to the gym at midnight.
Sounds like you, for sure.
And then the rest of my day is pretty simple. It's sleep, maybe watch some Netflix, and then do it again. Because right now I'm just kind of gym right now. I'm just flying by. It depends on the day because weekends I go and play basketball with my friends.
But I could tell you were like super excited about going to play basketball.
Yeah, and I thought I couldn't go because my cousin's graduation is this weekend,
right.
But they're on different days.
Oh, interesting.
So.
My schedule is like stupid. I definitely work like at least 4 to 5 days of the week. But within working my government job, I also have like 2 other jobs. So.
What else are you doing?
Well, I just finished this design for this company, and I'm just like dead beat. But I have to start another project already. So.
For a different company?
Yes.
So you're designing as well?
I guess so. I guess that's just what is in store for me, I guess. Because I just keep finding shit to do.
Yeah, because that's basically what I'm doing right now. I'm just finding stuff to do until my job starts again, until school starts again. So those both start June 7th for me. I'm back in school, back in work, and I have stuff to keep me busy. But right now I have absolutely nothing to do. I'm in literally the down period of where I have nothing to do. I'm supposed to go camping this weekend, but they left without me.
That's so messed up. It's
yeah,
like
I thought I was going with them, but I was like, oh, we can't go because it's my cousin's graduation party this weekend. They're like, no, it'll be all right. We'll just send him a card. And I was like, all right. So then I thought I was going to go. I helped them pack for it. Then I go take a nap because I'm like, I got to wait for my brother to get home from work. And I wake up.
And they're gone.
They gone. I checked the driveway. I'm like,
so messed up on so many levels.
I was like, well, I guess I'm not going camping.
But also, like, I guess you could just find something else to do. Like,
yeah, exactly.
You say you watch Netflix, right?
Yeah.
What do you watch on Netflix?
Right now I'm watching Love, Death, and Robots.
Oh my God! I
so
knew.
good.
I told you. Did you watch that episode? That Asian girl.
Yeah.
Dude, that was like crazy. I remember watching the episode with like the dragon fighter. That was crazy. Have you seen that episode?
I couldn't tell you. I don't remember.
Oh my God! I want to say it's like in the first few episodes. I could be wrong, but it's crazy. It's madness, but I love it. And they just came out with their second volume too.
Yeah, we were supposed to have a movie night and watch it tonight, me and all the boys, but that kind of fell apart. So you were working, and I was like, none of the boys said anything about getting together, so I was like,
I guess it ain't happening.
Yeah, I guess not tonight.
Dude.
Probably do it tomorrow maybe, but I have gym for the next 3 days, right? Because we do push, pull, legs, rest. Push, pull, legs, rest. So today was a rest day, so I had time to get on. But next days ain't no rest day, so
Dang. They be
I'll be at
like
the
that
gym.
though.
And they always, they get off at like midnight. So
What kind of jobs do they work, man? Like,
they
that's
get
crazy.
up at like 8 in the morning, something like that. It's 9 to 5.
Interesting.
8 hours of sleep to go to bed at midnight.
Okay.
That's true.
Well, I hope their sleep schedule is better than mine, because
I mean, everybody's got a messed up sleep schedule. Some people just,
do they?
you know,
Because,
some people go lay in the bed at a certain time. They don't sleep though.
yeah, I've tried. I tried everything that you could possibly think to do. I've done it already, and it just ain't happening.
My sleep schedule is bad, but it's fine. Like, it's bad in terms of what normal people
Yeah, for sure.
find their mojo. But to
Mhm.
me, I love it.
It's weird. 'Cause
I go
mine
with
is
the flow
like,
with my sleep.
mine is like, I won't sleep for like, or I won't have a good sleep schedule for like a really long time, and then I'll have like a 2 or 3 day break, and I'll sleep for like the whole 2 or 3 days, and then I'm like back at square one.
Yeah, they say that's bad, and the reason it happens is because your body's lacking sleep, so it makes it up. It's
Yeah,
trying to make up for it.
that's why I'm
But
just like, I need to like
they're
find.
like, if you can sleep 12 hours and your body does it,
Mhm.
that means your normal sleep is bad.
Oh yeah, then like the 2 or 3 days that I'm off in between like 3 to 4 weeks, because that's what it's like. It's like for 3.5 weeks, my sleep schedule will be like super trash, and then like as soon as I get that like 2-3 day break, it's like just I sleep every day and like for at least like 14 hours out of the day.
Yeah, that's how it is with school with me, because school destroys my sleep schedule because I'll have something to do. I got
Yeah,
whatever school. I always go to bed midnight, 1 in the morning, something like that.
that is trash.
That's just college for you. So you get like no sleep, and then it depends on what time you get up. Because I have 8 in the morning classes, so I'm going to bed 1 in the morning, getting up at like 8 to go to class. I slept through a lot of classes because by the end of the year, I was like, these lectures are dog, and they record them, so I'll just watch them whenever I
I'm
feel like it.
dead.
And I was doing fine in the class. I got A's and B's. I think maybe 1 C, but I did absolutely fine that semester.
Well, that's good.
But-
At least she could like keep up, cause
Yeah, my girlfriend got straight A's and shit. It's like,
he's salty. He a little hurt. He a little booty
people that get
tickle.
straight A's, there's so much. Their soul gets ripped out of them, man. I swear.
Yeah, my sister was telling me about how she knew this girl in high school, who our dad used to compare her to this girl all the time, but our dad didn't know, like, that girl, she was like always talking about like running away, suicide, or like doing drugs. Like, she was like, dude, I'm so freaking miserable and I have like nothing else except for my grades. Like, I was like, god damn.
Yeah.
She's like, yeah, man, like people who get like straight A's, those people are like, it's tough.
Yeah, there's some crazy. I dated a girl that was runner-up valedictorian.
Yeah, I'm sure that was a lot. I can
They
only
be
imagine.
doing this stuff where it's like, you're only valedictorian because you took one more AP class than me or some shit. Oh, fuck.
Literally, like.
I was like, bro, I took 0. I got a D in English, bro. I got a
I
D in
don't care about
the
your
language I speak.
valedictorian.
Yeah, I
What?
never thought that the valedictorian was important. Basically everything high school related, I didn't think it was important. But I wasn't stupid. I was really good. I got C's and B's with like 400 missing assignments. I never did any
Are
homework.
you serious?
Yeah, I never did any homework, and I would pass every class. And the only class I couldn't pass was English because it's bullshit.
Same.
So I think I got a D in English 3 times or 2 times.
Really?
In 9th grade and in 6th grade. And 6th grade, that teacher was trying to bully me. It was on some shit. And
Weirdo.
fuck her.
Yeah.
I hate her. She's the reason I hate English.
Adults who like pick on children are just.
Yeah, like she
Weird.
brought in another teacher to yell at me about my handwriting, saying that if I turned that in her class. She wouldn't accept it. Bullshit, you would accept it.
You know, it's
You got an
crazy. Like,
option.
you expect, like, a kid who's been, like, everyone has their own penmanship, right?
Exactly.
Like, it's unique. Everyone's is completely different. Just because you don't want to take the time to just slow the fuck down and read it, like, you're not gonna accept it, or because it's not up to par for you. Like, who are you, bitch?
Yeah,
Who
it's
are you?
change how your hand work, bro.
That's what I'm saying. Like, how are you
So,
gonna critique somebody's penmanship?
After shit like that, I never cared about English ever again in my life.
I felt
And
that. I'm
it
not
wasn't
even
until
gonna lie.
college that I got really good at English because you could type your essays. As soon as I could type it, because I was dead amazing at writing essays. I'm
Right.
absolutely great at writing. I can
Right.
write an essay in like an hour, like 4 pages in like an hour.
Wow.
Nothing. It's absolutely easy to me. But when it comes to like writing,
Mm.
no. I do not touch a pencil. But like if you want me to write an essay and I get to type it, not a problem. I bust out.
That's
But I would
crazy.
never major in English because I hate it because of what I went through. So I was like, nope.
Yeah,
And then I like math because of my math teachers that I had. So I had
Yeah,
this one
I had
teacher.
some really cool math teachers. Even though I had this one teacher, man. He was so weird. Like, that's just, I'm not even gonna get into that. Just
What
know
happened?
he was just, I don't know. Like, he would like have days where he would like be like really cool. And then I don't know if it was like stuff going on at home or something, but he was taking that shit out on us, like, for real. Like,
Oh,
yeah. And he was like one day he would be like super cool. He'd like be so down to help everybody if they, if they needed help, or, just being a really good teacher. And then, like, I don't know, like the next day or like 2 days later, this man, I remember, would like, the classroom would change. Like, he would separate every single desk by like the inch, and then if anyone moved the desks, he would get mad. He would, if anyone like made him mad, or like they did something bad or something to just piss this man off, he would make them go to detention. Like, it was like dealing with like a hot or cold person. Like,
this is bipolar.
literally the craziest math teacher I've ever had, and it was so weird. Like, I don't know, it was whiplash. Honestly, it was scary. And to come into his classroom and never know if he was in a good mood or a bad mood, because there was never an in between, like, never.
Mm-hmm.
I remember we were having an assembly, literally. I don't know, some kid was like whispering to his friend, but it was like you couldn't even hear them, like, and it was dead silent too, like, couldn't hear them. But he started like yelling at the top of his lungs at these kids, and I'm just like, you're being way louder than these kids are. Like, they're literally like hand to ear whispering. And I'm just like, dude, you yelling at for what though? And then the next day he'd be like super cool and like, yeah, man, like, do what you ever do. If you need help, just let me know. And I'm just like, this man is crazy. I don't know how this man became a teacher, but
All you gotta do is get qualified. They'll hire you. They need teachers.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to do that job.
I will never forget, like, I don't know, my high school years were weird because, like, my last few years there, I remember, like, 4 teachers dying. Like, it was so weird. Like,
Somebody hunting the teachers? What happened?
I don't know. Like, so my biology teacher from, like, the sophomore year, he passed away. My art teacher passed away. I want to say a gym teacher. Oh, my volleyball coach, she got shot at the Vegas Strong,
Oh yeah.
the country concert. She got shot there, so she had to leave. One of the janitors passed away. Like, and it all happened within like a year or two, and I was like, okay, everybody's just leaving, I guess. It was so weird, and it was so depressing. Like, it was a lot to handle in such a short time.
I don't know. Teachers, English teachers are terrible. I only liked one, and that was because he was a track and field coach as well. So he basically, like, English was his side hustle, so he wasn't an asshole about it. And
Yeah.
by that time, that was my senior year, so I had actually started doing homework. So because I was building the
When
habit.
you
I was
started
like,
to care.
no, I had to build the habit for college because I was like,
Sure.
in college I'm gonna have to do the homework
Yeah.
so I can do the test because it's just gonna get harder. But when it came to like other English classes,
Mhm.
I ain't never do a homework, and I did
Okay.
okay on tests. I remember going into, I think it was like 7th grade.
Mm.
That's when my teacher, like, that's when I first started doing honors, because I think it was the end of 7th grade going into 8th, something like that.
Mhm.
Because I had done the year before, they put me in like the unsatisfactory class or whatever. Because I got a D in English, so I had to take this stupid class that's like, oh, you got a D, no
Yeah.
child left behind class looking ass. With the like
I'm
really
dead.
dumb kids and the kids that didn't care at all, you know, something going on at home, some shit where they literally don't, they can't pass the test, they don't do the homework, absolutely nothing. So
That's crazy.
I was in the class with them, and then the next year, like I pass all my classes, I do fine. Actually, maybe like I got like a really low C in like my English class because that teacher was also a bitch. Hated her. She can go.
Kick rocks.
And so I go through that, but my math teacher, I was in this random guy's class. He was fucking whatever. He just teach out of a notebook, basically. Garbage teacher. Just a regular ass math teacher where people are like, I hate math, looking ass, because teacher just didn't do anything. He just taught math.
Like those
Like, he
movie
didn't help.
teachers where they're like, turn
Yeah.
page,
Yeah,
turn
exactly.
to the page 68 and read
He was just
from
an
there.
old guy
And
that
I'm
did
just
that.
like, what
So
the-
then I got moved over to this other lady's class. She was low key fine, and I didn't do the homework, but it was a normal class, not honors. Because at 8th grade and on, I took all honors, but like that was the 7th grade, and she was like, "Yeah, I was basing all my tests off this kid, off me, because my mom is a teacher, so she talks to the teachers." And she was like, "Yeah, I was basing all my tests off your kid," and I was like, "Would he get this right?" And like I would always do amazing on tests, but I didn't do her homework. And she was like, "Yeah, he should be in honors, man." And then going into 8th grade, I got put in the non-satisfactory class or whatever. Right? They just put me in it, even though I did fine.
Yeah.
And they took me out because they were like, "Yeah, you shouldn't be in that. So let me take you out of that."
Right.
So I got taken out of it, and I took the all honors class, and I did good. Right? I got A's and B's, something like that. I don't think I got a C. But there was the geography class.
Oh, God.
Now, geography, I couldn't give a single fuck about geography at all. Now,
Oh.
so I'm slacking off like a motherfucker. And I have PE first period, and then I have geography. So I'm like sleeping in the class. And then the teacher starts yelling at me for sleeping. He's like, "Why the fuck you sleeping?" So I snap on his ass. I'm like, "Who the fuck you talking to? You don't know me? I just ran a mile in first period PE." Like, you know, I'm fed up with these because I've spent the past 2 years with terrible English teachers that always fuck with me. So
Right.
at this point, if a teacher says something to me, I just talk back. And I've been like that ever since. And it's not good because I have no respect for authority anymore. Because
Well.
I felt like I was mistreated by it. So I don't like cops. I don't like teachers. I don't like professors. I don't like anybody that bosses, anyone with more authority than me. I hate them all. I don't like
that's
parents. Nothing. Like when people say respect your elders, never. Never
Wow.
again. Never
Okay.
again will ever someone have my respect again to mistreat my trust. Nope. You got earned respect now. Nobody gets it.
Yeah, that's true.
So-
Side note, though.
So then
It's weird that you had PE for a first period. That was a
Somebody
weird
has to have it.
concept. That's
somebody
a
has to have it.
weird-
There's that many kids. You have PE every period.
I know. When I was in 6th grade and in middle school and high school, like I always found it weird that there was kids who actually went to PE for their first period. Like that is so weird.
Bro,
so
PE
strange.
was the best period.
Yeah, but it was just I never got PE to be my first period. It was always like my second or my third. Like every
It was usually
single
my
year.
last. Like in high school, it was one of my last all
Yeah.
the time. But that's because I took both weight training and.
Oh, you
took-
did weight training?
Well, I only went to a normal high school for 2 years,
Oh.
and then I went to CSN high school where I did college.
Oh, okay.
Both.
Yeah, I had PE for like, I don't know, my 8th grade, I think, for like the last period. And then like 6th and 7th grade, it was like my second or third. And then all high school, it was like my third. So it was such a weird concept.
Yeah.
That there was kids who
love
woke up and
but-
then had to go sweat.
But I do have like small annoyance from PE because the first girl I ever dated, it was the last day of the school year, right?
Oh my god.
And I was like, yo, fuck this joint, I'm out. I called my brother, I'm like, hey, pull up, I'm gonna ditch class and leave because PE is my last class, we're taking finals. I fucking finished the final and cheat on the final, everyone's using their phone. The PE teachers don't care. Take
Right.
like 5 minutes, do the test, turn it in. I call my brother, I'm like, hey, pull up. I'm gonna sneak out, get out of here. So I just run out the school, run to his car, and we go home. But
you know what? That's crazy.
yeah, but then, like, she texts me. She's like, "Where you at? Come to the usual spot."
Oh no.
And I'm like, I'm at home. I'm playing basketball in my backyard with
Uh-huh.
my hoop. And she's like, "I gotta talk to you about something serious. Where you at?" I'm like, "I'm at home."
Like, what do you want me to
Yeah.
do right
So
now?
so she breaks up with me over text because she wanted to break up with me. And she was
on
was
the
acting
last day?
different, bro. Yeah, on the last day of school.
What?
It's some high school shit right there.
That is
some drama queen shit.
Yeah, that's...
And then by that summer, I dated one of her friends.
Damn.
I dated her friend, and then we dated for the summer, and then we just mutually split. It was like a summer fling, and we were like, "I'm going to a different school. You going into your senior year, like."
Right.
And then we just dipped, and then, and then I had the rest of my high school days.
Well, it must be nice.
High school was fun, but
High school was a lot.
I never want to go back.
Huh?
People say they miss high school. You tripping, bro?
I
High school
don't think
was
I
fun,
miss
but-
high school, but I do miss certain things that happened in high school, like the people I made friends with. Or
Yeah,
like,
people miss it, like socializing, like
Yeah.
some of the drama and stuff, and I'm like,
But overall, I'm good.
I never
I'm
want to take a
so
class
good.
again,
Yeah,
bro.
no, I'm so good on that.
College is better for sure, but going online has sucked for this COVID stuff all online.
Yeah.
I ain't got no friends. no more.
Literally, I was like, wow, Dre and Art are gonna be thriving, but
No, college was great when it was in person. It was
Yeah.
even good when it was like high school, when I was in
Yeah.
the high school in both programs at the same time, because I could just flex on all the adults in the normal college. It's community college, and I'm there as a high school student, so I'm just flexing on these people. Like, yeah, I don't even pay for these classes.
I'm
They pay
dead.
me to take these classes.
Well, I'm proud of you. That's
Yeah.
great.
I had a great time, but yeah, I do like reminisce about it, and I'm like, damn, wish I was a better person back then. I could have took advantage of way more, but damn, them teachers ruined me. I was a menace to
Yeah.
society.
Dude, I would have been. I'm not even gonna lie. I had my moments. And what's crazy is, it's weird. You know how you said you have that weird, like, thing against people with,
Authority.
yes. I used to have that problem with, like, people older than me in high school because for whatever the fuck reason, there was always that weird complex that seniors were, like,
Seniors
better
rule the school.
than, or yeah, juniors were better than. I was just like, that shit is so dumb. Even when I was a junior and a senior, I literally used to think that shit was the dumbest shit ever because I was still around motherfuckers who was stupid. But there was this one time I was in class. I think I was in like geometry or something like that. But there was this girl. She was the only senior in the class, right? Just to put that into perspective with a bunch of like freshmen. And there was like this one time my teacher was like giving me a hard time about something. I was sitting next to this girl who was helping me solve this problem because he was busy. So I just went to her, and she was my friend, so she didn't have a problem with helping me. So I went to go sit next to her so that she could like explain something to me, like a specific. It wasn't even like her telling me what to do. I was literally asking her a specific part on how to do something. And as soon as she started, he like gets upset, and he's like, Kai, go back to your seat, or like being like a huge dick about it though.
Mhm.
And I can't remember exactly what he said, but he was just being such a douchebag. And I was just like, but she's like, I was like, what did I say? I was like, well, this girl had taken, like, this group of girls took over the table that I was sitting at with, like, the girl that I sit next to. I was like, oh, well, those girls are sitting in my seat, and I was asking my friend for help. And the one senior girl in the back was like, we'll grab another chair. Like, it's like so much attitude. And I was just like, bitch, I wasn't talking to you, first of all. Second of all, your ass is in a class full of freshmen. So relax yourself. Humble yourself. Relax. I literally, after that, I was just like, that complex is fucking stupid. Because that bitch.
Nah, you turn like that. If you have a normal high school life, you turn like that. You go, man, I don't give a fuck about these teachers.
No, seriously,
I don't give a fuck about these students.
I really didn't care.
Because
like,
that's a very normal thing. The way you think is very different. You think your class is always the best. That's how everybody thinks.
that is
Fuck
the
them.
dumbest shit
Fuck
ever.
Graduation of 2020 class. Fuck that graduation of 2020
Yeah,
class.
that shit was dumb. Because either
Hey,
way,
you
I was
always-
just like, shit, I'm just trying to leave.
You always got to keep your peers above everyone else. That's
That
standard
shit is-
protocol in high school.
That shit is red-hearted. It's
And
dumb.
yeah, that's not bad. But I mean, you just talk out loud. You stop raising your hand when you're a senior, bro. I don't think I ever be raising my hand as senior. No, I did, but I didn't.
I
because
didn't. No, I did.
I was
but-
super respectful to teachers in a disrespectful way. Like, I made them like me, but I made them like me as an entity outside of a student. You couldn't treat me like a normal student.
True.
You had to be like, cause I'm gonna talk out during class. I'm gonna talk to you before and after class. Like,
Right.
I'm gonna raise my hand, but you have to call on me. It's not optional. Like shit like that. Like if you don't call on
You
me,
don't
I'm gonna
have very
say
many
something.
choices.
Yeah, if you don't call on me, I'm gonna say something after whoever you call on answers. It's like shit like that, where it's
Yeah.
like you have to deal with me, but you have to come to like me at the same time. Because every other teacher likes me, so you're not allowed to dislike me. Because the teachers talk,
Yeah, that's
and
true.
every teacher loves me. All the teachers before love me. The counselors love me. So you don't have an option. You're forced to come
Otherwise,
to
they're
like
gonna
me.
be like, "Why don't you like Trey?
Yeah, why don't you like him?
He's
He
such
participates.
A great student. Yeah.
He's a good student. He always asks the right questions. Yeah, I became a menace to society. I basically took over their classes. Like, I had so much control. It was insane. So that's why I wish I was a better person. So I wasn't so much of an asshole.
I wish I was more of like social. Like, I was like extremely introverted, but also I always somehow made friends with people who were like super fucking popular, like annoyingly popular. Like, if I would like go to their house after school, there would be like so many people like trying to come over, so many people trying to go out. I was friends with this one girl who was like Instagram famous at the time at our school. And me and her started being friends. It was crazy. I didn't even like know who she was. And she came up to me because I was hanging out with my my high school best friend. And I don't remember what she asked me for, but she asked me for one thing, and then she like kept it for a while because she was like, yeah, I wanted to keep it so that I could personally give it back to you because I wanted to talk to you. And I was like, okay. Like, I was like, it was kind of weird because I was like, I don't know why you want to talk to me, but that's cool too.
Yeah, that's how your brain always works.
Literally, it's the weirdest thing. But it was always like people who were like popular all the time, and it was weird because I would always like be with them, and then there would always be like some drama about them, or like there would always be like fights or like just so much going on, but I literally had nothing to do with it. I was just always there, like all the time. I remember being in high school, and I was in the bathroom with this girl, with the popular girl, one of the popular girls, and there was these two girls in the bathroom talking about her, right? And I don't know what happened, but somehow the two girls that were talking shit about my friend ended up fighting against each other. Like, it was the weirdest thing ever. And then one of the girls grabbed this girl's wig, and she snatched it and threw it in the trash in the bathroom. I will never forget that. I will never forget that. It was
Girl
the
fights
weirdest.
are the weirdest things,
Dude,
bro.
I was like, why did she just snatch that girl's wig off? Like, and they just kept fighting, and I was just like, it's just crazy how they were talking so much shit about this girl but now they're fighting each other. It was so weird. It ended so messy. There was
I'll never understand girls, man.
cat scratches, like
Boy fights be boy fights.
that shit is funny to me.
Girl fights? But what is y'all
Also
doing?
funny.
I be watching girl fights. I'm like, what is she doing, bro?
They just are. It's dumb.
Sleeping, bro.
I'm dead.
Yeah, y'all ain't got it right. Y'all ain't got the formula down. Y'all stick to talking drama, man. Stick to breaking hearts. Yeah, that's what y'all good at.
I've never had to get into a fight, like, ever. I've never had to. I just was like...
I used to get in a lot of fights in, like, elementary school, a little bit in middle school, and then I just stopped in high school. But, like, I remember one time... This is boy shit right here. So, we're in the library. I'm just talking my shit in the library. Like, I'm literally just talking, like, a normal volume, like I'm talking now. Just talking to my friends. I'm laughing and shit at jokes. We talking about it. These motherfuckers are like, you went to the library during fucking lunch. Like, you're lame as fuck, alright? So
right, to
we're up in
actually
there,
go read.
and I'm talking, nah, they went up to the anime section with the manga and shit. And I'm like, alright, bro. But I'm sitting there, I'm telling my jokes. I'm having fun. This guy get mad and he's like, oh, you too loud. Shut up. I'm like, I don't give a fuck about you.
Right.
So, on boy shit, so he punches me. But he punches me in the throat. And I'm just like,
you in the throat.
I'm like, alright, first off, you hit like a bitch, because I ain't even feel that shit, right? Like, you ain't even, like, hit me in the chest, you ain't hit me in the cheek, like, nothing to absorb the hit. Like, you deadass, like, went for, like, a kill punch, and I just ate it. And I said, what's up? Like, I just squared him up. I was like, you just hit me, you still want to do this. Like, I hit him with that, where it's like, this is the type of guy you don't want to fight. You just hit him, and he's still giving you an opportunity to back out. You don't want that.
That's crazy.
But I can't really fight because my mom works at the school, so that's not going to end well for me. But I'm like, what's up with it then? So I walk up to him, I start pressing him, and then I get kicked out of the library for it. So I was mad heated because I just got hit. I just got punched.
For no
and
reason.
And then I got kicked out of the library.
Yeah.
How'd that happen? But I was mad as hell. And I'll still remember that, and I still hate that kid. And catch his ass slipping, I'd get his ass one day.
Dude, it's on site.
It's not on site. I gotta, like...
You gotta
like
evaluate it first.
Some shit. Yeah, like a ski. I gotta get away with it, right?
That's
like,
crazy.
I'm not gonna get caught.
I'm trying to think of an on-site person that I like. I'm trying to think if there was ever someone who was on site for me to this like day.
I don't think there's anybody on site. There's probably people that have me on site.
One person who is on site is my ex for sure. I remember telling my mom, I was like, because he called me. Did I ever tell you about that?
I don't know.
This motherfucker called me and I was like, oh, hey, like, I'm just trying to check on you. I was like, the fuck are you checking on me for? Like, it pissed me off because of the circumstances. And then also he was like, why do you have to be so hostile? And I was like, motherfucker, do you know me? And why the fuck are you on my phone? Like, it was just, it escalated very fast.
Uh-huh.
And then I went into my mom's room after I hung up on his bitch ass. And I was like, Mom, it's on site. She said, what do you mean? And I was like, it's on fucking site. She was like, and my mom had never heard me curse before. And I was so mad. I was so heated. She was like, what happened? And I told her what happened. And she was like, Kai, don't fight him. Don't do that to him. And I was like, Mom, I'm finna beat his ass. And she just, her boyfriend, he's like laughing at me. He said, it's on site. I was like, dude, I'm a passive person. Like, you know, I get angry very fast. I have a short temper, but also I'm really passive too. Sometimes I just be like, you know what? It's not even worth getting mad over. But this bitch right here, when I say on site, I swear if I were to see this man ever, I would probably like mollywop his ass. Like,
ooh, I do have one on site actually.
Tell, please.
So, my homie was dating this girl. They dated for 3 years, right? They dated 3 years, right? They break up.
Uh-huh.
Like a week later, one of our mutual homies, like we both fuck with him. He's cool with us. Like we know him forever.
What did he do?
He starts dating her.
Oh,
like
fuck
a week
him.
later.
Fuck him.
And it's on site.
Fuck him.
There's more to that, but I'm not spilling the drama. But
that's valid though.
It was 3 years you broke up. You ain't say nothing that you wanted to get with her, that you even liked her.
Right.
And all of y'all was friends.
They break up.
All y'all was friends while they were both dating and shit. That's sus as fuck, bro.
That is.
It's on site.
That's messed up.
I catch his ass, I kill his ass, bro.
I felt that. Honestly, and you know what's crazy? That wasn't even the first time my ex called me. Like, he's called me on his mom's phone because
Why does
I
he call you?
blocked. That's what I said, bitch. I have your mom's phone saved on my phone. Are you stupid? This man he's called me asking me for stuff, and he's like, "How are you?" Like, just being just grimy. Just I don't want to talk to you. Stop talking to me, please. I've seen him in person, and I literally like wanted to throw up. I was like, ew, like.
I've never hit up an ex, man. Ain't never.
I don't know why the fuck he thinks it's okay to hit me up. I never made it a point to let him know it was okay to talk to me ever again.
Yeah, the only ex I ever hit up was one, and that's because we started going to the same gym together, and then I went and apologized to her once.
Right.
And that's the only ex I ever talked to
I
again.
would
And then we haven't
never.
talked since then.
Yeah.
And she stopped going to the gym that we was both going to, or she goes at a different time. Either way, let's go.
I'm dead. Yeah,
Scoop that shit.
I never call. I like. I was like, why? And then what's crazy is every time he called me, I always answered the same way. I'm always like, why are you calling me? Stop talking to me. You're blocked. You know? And what's crazy is he's always, the first question he always asks is, oh, why are you being so hostile? Or I'm just checking on you. I'm just like, bitch, I don't want you to check on me. I want you to leave me the fuck alone. Honestly. Like, just stop. Just get some help, please. Because, and what's crazy is I'd be like, well, why don't you go ask your girlfriend for help? You know, your little girlfriend. He's like, oh, you want to take... I'm like, yes, bitch, I want to take it there. Because why the fuck are you calling me? You have no good reason to call me at all. And so I'm like, you know what? That's how I know you're on some shit. So I'm good. I don't want anything to do with you. I want you to stop existing in my world. Thanks. So, yeah, he's definitely on site for me. And if I can't hit him, whoever I'm with, they're going to have to, you know, pull through for me. Because I don't know what circumstances I'll be in where I can't bitch slap his ass. But, you know, if push comes to shove, whoever I'm with, I hope you're listening. You're going to have to pull up for me because I need to get at least one good wet ass slap on his fuckhead ass face. Just one. Or just a nice, like, just a good old bop to the head, you know?
You think about violence so much.
Because I'm angry and I have no other way to express my anger. I suppress, so you can ask Art. You can ask Artemis. I'm a very angry person. I had to go to therapy for my anger. It's no joke.
I used to be angry all the time. It kind of started to flare up again, but I'm straight again. But like, I used to be angry all the time, and I always wanted to fight people. But that was just like boyish stuff. And then I got really sad, and I didn't want to fight people anymore. And then now I'm not sad anymore, so now I want to fight people again. But like, as a normal male thing, you always think about every situation of like fighting people, defending people. You always be thinking about fighting.
Yeah, that's
boys,
because
boys always
I've
be
never
thinking
given the
about fighting.
opportunity to like actually like just go ham on somebody, you know? Like I've had like, you know, moments where I've had to like step in or like, you know, just show my dominance, but it's never a situation where I actually was able to just go in on somebody. And I'm just like, I'm ready for the day for somebody to try me. Speaking of, I actually had an incident where I almost like legitimately lost my cool at work with a client because this bitch, excuse my language, this bitch calls the salon and she's like, hi, I want to schedule for my next appointment. And I'm just pretty much giving her the spiel. And my question is, oh, well, when was the last time you shaved or waxed or whatever? And she's like, I don't know the last time I was here. And I was like, as soon as she said it, and it was the way that she said it too, and it had already been a really long day. My patience was already wearing very thin. When I tell you, and my coworker was sitting right next to me, she'll tell you, she was cracking the fuck up because I literally had to pull the phone away from my face and take a few deep breaths because I was literally about to hang up on the bitch, call her back and be like, oh, let's try this again. Because this bitch really just, she was testing it. And then when I was like, after she said that, I'm like, okay, well, can you give me like weeks or days or something? And then she's like, I don't know the last time I was there. And I had to pass the phone over to my coworker for a second because I was just like, I literally can't do this because I'm going to lose it on this bitch. Like, I'm a very passive person, I swear. But there are some moments where people and their ignorance, their stupidity, like, how do you not know the last time you did something? How do you not know that? And you expect me to know? Do you know how many people I meet in a day? I mean, like 40 to 50 people every day. And you expect me to just know? That's that privilege shit. And then, as soon as my coworker handed me back the phone, then I was like, I don't know. I was just in that. You know how, like, you lose your customer service? You know how you lose it for a second when you get that one customer that just pisses you off?
I'm amazing at never having customer service in the first place.
Okay. Well, I lost my customer service for like 5 good minutes with that girl. And I think she noticed because then she started being like really nice and like overly hyper over the phone. And I was just like, yeah, okay, well, we'll see you then. And then I hung up on her because I was like, how you gonna call a place where you get service and you're just off bad a bitch? Because what if it was like, what if we were fucked up? And I tell my coworker, I'm like, hey, this girl just called. She's a bitch. I want you to wax her in the most painful way as you possibly fucking can. Because, like, you never know. Like, there are places that are like that. And I was like, this girl is lucky. Because I could easily just be like, bro, fuck her up. I don't care. Just fuck her up. But she's lucky. Because I'm not like that. And I was like, you know what? I hope she has a good time while she's here. Because I'm not going to be here for that bitch to bother me. Dude, over it.
I don't know. I work a customer service job. And I ain't never had customer service.
I'm dead. How do you work a customer service job? And
somebody was mad at me one time. He came up to me. He was like, yeah, because he had me turn the TV down because I had the TV on. He was mad TV was on. I don't give a fuck, bro.
Dude,
I don't
what
care.
am I going to do about it?
I don't care. I have the sound on. He didn't like the sound on. And then my coworker comes up. He's like, hey, can you turn it off? It looks like that guy's bothered. And I'm like, well,
it looks like that guy's
I don't care, but I was like, well, I wasn't even really watching anything. I was kind of on my phone, so I was like, all right, whatever, I'll switch this off, go onto the computer. He came up to me later. He's like, yeah, I find it real weird that your coworker had to, like, tell you to turn it off. I'm like, I don't fucking care. Like, I was like, bro, it's not a library. I just hit him with that. I was like, he's like, yeah, I just find it weird. I don't care.
Okay.
I hit him with the I don't care. It's like, what are you going to do, bro? Go complain to who?
Yeah.
I work at the college. I'm a student worker at the college. You cannot get me fired. Unless I do something wrong, there's nothing your complaint's going to do other than my boss be like, you shouldn't have done that. And I just go customer service on the boss. Hit him with the, oh, I'm so sorry, I'll never do it again.
Right.
Like, I just play my boss. I don't care about you. There's nothing you can do to hurt me, man. And then if you want to start a fight, then now you're fucked because now you're in jail and I just got a promotion from it. Like.
That's because people are very privileged.
You ain't got no idea what you're working with.
I'm dead.
And you're a student, too, so you don't have the age knowledge to know how to handle this situation properly.
Right.
Like, you don't have the knowledge of fucking people over your whole life, of being a scammer. So I can't fear you. There's nothing you've done in your, like, 18 years of life that I fear, bro. Like,
literally. I think it's
funny. You
funny.
grew up half of it. Half of it you were a baby, bro. I'm not afraid of you.
I think it's funny when I meet, like, younger people who are like, you don't know what I've been through. And I'm just like, bro. You
don't know what you've
15.
been through. You
Relax.
don't know what you've been through, bro.
Right? So I'm just like, okay, relax. But also, you know what? Maybe I don't know what you've been through to make you feel like you know more than me or that I don't understand it all. But that's none of my business.
One thing I do hate though is that people that don't get stuff done, because I've lost my temper with my family recently. I can't do that. Like, I'm low key kind of like thinking about moving out, kind of shit.
I felt like, that. I'm trying to move out too.
Like, it's great here, you know.
It is. It's cool. You know, you ain't gotta pay rent or nothing. But
the way they've been acting recently is.
He said, "I'm trying to make moves."
Because, like, I think maybe I just hit the realization age where I'm looking at people and I'm realizing, people ain't as smart as you think. Like,
no, a lot of people don't have common sense either.
When they say something, I think it's true, right? A lot of the time. But they just be bullshit. Like,
Yeah.
a lot of the time. Like,
Yes.
people just be bullshit. And then 2, they don't get stuff done.
No.
Like, they'll have a problem and they won't handle it. Like, me, if there's a problem, I go handle it.
Right.
Or there's a set time that it's going to be handled.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, my mom's brake light has been out. And I didn't know it was out.
Mm.
Like, I knew it was out back at the old house because she said it was out. And, she was like, can you hit the brake for me?
At the old house?
Yeah, at the old house. It was like a year ago. And she's like, can you hit the brake for me? And she's like, oh, my light's out. Oh, okay. And she's like, I'm gonna take care of it. Okay. So she took care of it and, like, she fixed it for, like, a second. And it turns out it's been out all this time. Like, it goes in and out.
That's what I'm saying.
It'll
It's
sometimes
the
work.
old house, dude.
It'll sometimes not work. This has been, like, for a year.
Yeah.
And I come home, like, I go pick up my brother picked up his truck, and so that he didn't leave the truck with the tools and stuff at the workshop. And then the car was there, and I go, drive him so he can go pick up the car. And then while I'm following him back home, I see the lights out. I'm like, hey, yo, the lights out. I take a picture, and I'm like, hey, yo, your brake light's out. And he's like, it's not my car. Mom's known for months. I don't fucking care if it's not your car. If you see a problem, fix it. What are we, girls? We can fix cars, bro.
Dead.
We're men. Go fix your problem, bro. Like, I don't care if mom's known for months. You know now.
You're right. Go
So
fix it.
I'm so, like, my patience is so done. And then my mom's out here. She's filling the cooler before they leave for to go on the trip. And it won't close, right? Because obviously you filled it up too much, bro.
Right.
Like,
Just
it's
take some
simple.
out or
It takes
something.
it takes 5 minutes. And she's like just trying to fucking slam it shut. I'm like, you are not stronger than what's inside that cooler, bro. You're gonna break the cooler.
Yeah.
Like, what are you doing? And she's like, I'm frustrated. I'm done. And I'm like, I get up, bro. 5 minutes. I move the thing up that she's trying to get to stay down. I move the
ice and stuff.
the ice and the bottles that are under it. It fits. I close it. Simple. How can you not fix your problems? Like, I'm getting so tired. Like, I'm kind of a fucked up person because I hate dealing with humans. Like, I love my family, like 100%, but I hate living with them. I hate living with everybody. So if I move out, I'm not finna visit ever, man. I'm never gonna see my family unless I have to. Like, I'll be weddings and funerals. Like, that's it. Like, I'm not showing up to nothing. I'm not inviting no family, nobody, nowhere. Like, you can know where I live and ask to come visit, and I'll be like, yeah, you can stay at my house, but, like, that's that, bro. Like,
That's crazy.
if you're coming to the state, I'll let you stay at my house instead of buying a hotel, like some shit like that. Like,
Right.
I do not want anything to do with them, but I love them. So over the phone, over text, like all that, we cool. Like, maybe I'll go visit you.
Same.
Like, maybe I'll go visit you if the family's getting if grandma's there.
Right.
Grandma, grandpa, something like that's there. But I don't never want to see my cousins. I ain't never want to see my uncles. Like, I barely want to see my parents. Like, never, man. I'm so done with you guys. Like, you don't entertain me, nothing. You give me nothing, but you give me love. So that's where it's like, you family.
It balances out.
You family. So I love y'all, and I'll love you my whole life. But do I want to hang out with you? Do I want to live with you? Especially my brother. Oh my God, especially my brother. This man cannot take a road trip. Now, this man cannot take a road trip, and I don't know if it's still this bad, but addicted to nicotine and weed. Like, fuck you say I'm not addicted to weed, suck my dick, you smoke every day. When the day you quit and don't smoke for like 2 years, I'll believe you. Get like a 2-year sober fucking token, and I'll believe you. But you could bullshit for 1 year. Like, pull the Juice WRLD, bro. Go to rehab. Juice WRLD, he wanted to go to rehab just to lower his tolerance. He ain't never want to quit. Don't pull this shit with me, bro. You're a fucking capper if you say you could quit weed. No, you prefer to be high. You will be high your entire life. And I'll never believe you're not high. Same thing with my grandpa. He's high every single day.
He is?
Every day.
Is that the grandpa I met?
Yeah. They're high every day, and it's like, I don't respect somebody like that. And like, if you smoke weed, if you smoke anything, if you inhale into your lungs, I respect you less.
That's crazy.
So he cannot take a road trip without smoking.
Wow.
He cannot sit for 12
Really?
hours. Like, a 12-hour road trip, not even a 6-hour road trip. Like, and especially when it was nicotine, and him and his girlfriend would smoke the whole trip back. I lost my mind.
Oh, that is annoying.
I lost my fucking mind? Because you tell me every 5 minutes you lighten up another cigarette?
That's crazy.
And I have to sit in the fucking backseat while you smoke in the truck?
Oh, that's.
I was
oh
done.
my god.
But he said, like, on the road, like, we were going to go out camping this week. He was like, yeah, when we drive, I won't smoke during the trip. I'll just hit my dab pen. I was like, I'll just hit my dab pen? So you can't go the whole drive without smoking at all?
Yeah, that's. Yeah, you addicted.
Even,
son.
but this is something me and my family never got. Maybe my dad a little bit, because my dad only smokes cigars. He don't do weed. He don't do nicotine anymore. So he kind of quitted all that. Quitted what? He kind of quit all that. So
hurted.
maybe me and him would get along a little bit on this topic, but like, I'll never get along with them on the topic of smoking.
That's crazy.
Drinking either. Like I don't like the beer buzz, because they'll be 10 beers deep every night.
Oh my
every
god.
night. Like, they drink natural light like it's water. And I was starting to get heated because we started running out of everything at the house. We had no dishes. We had no food. And it's like, they don't ask us to go buy food. They don't ask us to do the dishes. So it's like, if you needed help, just ask us to help, right? Because we can help, but usually you take care of it. So if something's wrong, just let us know and we can help, right?
Right.
Like, something off the schedule. Because I stick to a schedule. So if
Right.
things are happening a way, they should keep happening that way.
Right.
And if you need help, just ask to change it up.
Right.
If you don't ask me, I'm not doing that.
Same.
But we sat there. We ran out of milk. We ran out of bread. We ran out of ramen, and we ran out of butter. We ran out of something else as well. And
all the basics.
we never ran out of beer.
That's crazy.
They had beer in there every night, and we didn't have dishes.
I would probably get mad. You know what? I did get mad at my mom one time because she had bought everything except for literally what we needed, and I blew up on her so bad.
So I went to the store and bought everything we needed because I was tired of it. And I was like, "You guys serious?" Like, so I'm really at a fed up point with them right now.
I felt that.
But
Honestly.
they're going on a vacation soon to Hawaii.
What?
My parents are. My brother will be here and I fucking hated that. wish he wasn't, but I'm just gonna throw a party where they're gone.
Oh, okay.
And my mom is gone. She's the one I don't really like while she's beer drunk, like 10 beers deep, and she just, their brain, they think that they can function normally. You can't. I hate dealing with them. Like, you act like a drunk person, man.
Yeah.
Like, you can't function normally. I can't have a normal conversation with you. So I don't hang out with my family.
You're right.
I don't like to, because every time we hang out, what are we doing? We're either watching TV, which is meh, like whatever.
Yeah.
Or the only time I enjoy hanging out with them is early in the morning. So wake up early in the morning before they go to work. They have like 30 minutes, just hang out and talk. They can't smoke. They can't, put on TV, anything. They can just hang out. But every other time, it's out back smoking, whether it's a bowl, a cigar, something, or they're drinking. I don't want to hang out with you while you drink. I don't want to hang out with you while you smoke. I don't want to hang out with you while we're watching TV. Well, I kind of do. That depends on what you're watching.
Okay.
If you're watching a movie that you need to pay attention to, no. If we're watching sports or something where we can talk while we watch, cool. But
everything else.
you
is
don't
just
hang
like
out, bro. You just do drugs. Like,
intoxicate.
you just intoxicate, bro. Like, you literally just spend all your time changing your state of mind. And I have no, like, I've been sober my entire life. I have no interest in it, man.
Honestly, I respect it.
So I like to do sober people shit, where we don't smoke, we don't drink, and we, maybe watch some TV, but I'm not a TV guy. I prefer to do that alone, because that way, that's an alone maneuver. If I'm with people, I'd rather hang out with those people.
Yeah.
Because the purpose of life is just to hang out with people. That's it. Just find different ways to hang out with people.
Create bonds.
Yeah. To be happy. But I can't with these people anymore. Because I've been stuck in the house recently because I ain't got work.
I ain't got nothing to do.
I ain't got nothing to do.
Well, I hope you can find some happiness.
That's the gym for me
soon.
right now. The gym right now. I go to the gym, tearing that gym up, going with my boys. David ain't been showing up, though. He goes to Seattle for 3 days, comes back, he ain't showed up to the gym since.
Oh, no.
What happened? Huh?
He calling you out now.
It's been like 5 days almost. I think today would be the 5th day. He ain't show up.
Oh.
Where you been, man? What happened? You gone for 3 days and now you don't go to the gym? Time ain't changed. We still go to the same time we went when we left.
All right.
And
then.
my friend Ian isn't coming anymore, but he went to South Dakota. So
Oh.
he's not in the state, so he got a reason. Once he's back from his vacation, he said he's going to come again.
Well,
What about you?
dude, I don't work out. The hell?
Exactly. That's what he's like right now.
That's not true. I do. I just do my own type of workout.
You've been telling your nephew to do his push-ups for me?
Yes, every night, and he does it all the time. Sometimes he doesn't. I don't even tell him to do it. So I don't
It's
know
fun.
what the heck you guys talked about.
I was just like, dude, just do 10 push-ups a day.
That's crazy.
And
Well,
it's gonna, that's gonna be so hype, because that's something I wish I did when I was younger. Like, I wish I started my 100 push-ups, 100 sit-ups when I was like 5, bro.
really?
Like, it would have changed my whole life. If I was like fit my whole life,
Same.
instead, because like I've been skinny my whole life, but I wasn't fit. So now I'm skinny and fit. I'd be like, I'm a machine. Because it's like you got skinny people with abs, right? You got skinny abs, and then you have skinny people that actually have abs. Because you got the like, oh, I have no body weight. I'm skin and bone, so I have abs. Wow, that's crazy,
No.
bro. That man go eat a cake and he ain't got no abs anymore. You ain't got abs, bro. You tripping.
Ew.
So, like, being able to be fit and like physically like take care of everything I need to do in my life would have been cool. Being able to like move a couch would be cool. Like, just boy stuff you like to do, because boys just like to fucking move stuff, jump stuff, run around and stuff. It's just stuff, sober stuff. Instead of changing my mind state, we just go do stuff. Like, we go to the gym, we go hang out, go to the park, go for a walk, go hiking. Imagine doing sober stuff. That's crazy. I'm so heated about that, man.
Well, we can always.
Because they're gonna
do
go
sober
camping and they're gonna
stuff,
go
so-
get high while they're camping. Is what they're
Right,
gonna
which
do.
is, in my opinion, I don't think.
What's the point of getting out in nature if you ain't enjoy it, man?
Yeah, like if you
You
can't
doing
be
the
in the
same-
moment.
Same shit you do at home while you out camping.
Okay, Jalen. Well,
I'm so heated on that.
I'm sorry.
It's alright. It's just bugging me.
Well,
I'll only be here for like another 2 years.
well,
No, I'll be here until I graduate and then get a job in the field which I graduate from.
Oh, that's good.
Because I have a schedule planned out. That's what's part of the schedule. Because once I have a stable job that I can work at, boom, I'm going.
Okay. I am a supporter of that.
I got everything, bro. My life is easy mode, bro. I'm living on recruit mode, man.
Jesus, Lord, help me. Well, that was good.
Yeah. Are you done?
It's 2:06 in the morning.
Is it really 2:06 in the morning?
Yeah.
It is 2:06 in the morning. Let's call it here then. I'm just waking up, so I'm starting to get heated. Like, my brain is starting to go. Like, I'm just warming up.
I am. My brain is shutting down as we speak.
Yeah,
So.
because you need to get some sleep. Because you have to get up at 8 in the morning.
Yeah.
So by the time I get you home, it'll be like 3 in the morning.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, thanks for listening. This has been the My Life's a Movie podcast. Today we had Kyle on. This was a good time. I got to vent a little about my family. And we talked a little bit about high school too.
Ugh.
You want to say bye?
Never again.
Say bye.
Don't do high school again. But thanks for having me.
I love
Dre.
talking about high school and middle school. You might not.
No, I don't mind talking about it. It's just, whew, Lord, the stories. For next time, though, thanks for having me. This is fun. I'll hopefully be back soon with my own car. So.
Oh, you want to drive down?
Yeah, because I feel so bad every time you drive to my house. Every single time.
I got used to it with.
Yeah, but still, I'm just like, damn, you make the trip every time. But my sister thinks it just proves how much of a good friend you are. So
The purpose of life is to hang out.
that's valid.
You my friend, I'm gonna
You
go
know what?
hang out.
I do want to plan you know how I like to do picnics and stuff. I do want to do another picnic with you and Art. So.
Painting picnic?
Yes, painting picnic, maybe Polaroids. But I want to make it like
Let
super
me fuck
planned.
up another canvas.
Yes, please. I'm trying to see it happen.
I cannot paint for reference. I've painted one thing, and
It was amazing.
it was absolutely terrible.
It
But
was great.
I made a story for it. I sold it, bro. I'm a car salesman with my painting, bro.
Listen.
I gave it a story. I gave a culture to it. I turned the painting into the figure became an icon, a religious icon. I added extra smaller versions of it, and I had like
Listen.
trails running to it, and
It
there
is
was a
the
story.
best thing
It
I've
was a
ever seen in my
kingdom.
life.
There was a hero involved, and bro, I sold the painting. It looked terrible, but I sold it. If
It
you
was
heard the story
beautiful.
involved
No, I believe.
and the memories attached, bro,
It was great.
it's mint.
Chef kiss.
Amazing.
Well then, I'll plan that so you're not so bored at home. Maybe that'll be
Yeah,
one
I
of your
start
activities.
June 7th.
Your work?
Yeah, June 7th.
That's in, like, a
working
week.
School. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'll plan it for like next week or something. I
Yeah,
don't know.
but on July 4th, I'm throwing a party, so not on July 4th. And
we're
probably
we're
not-
going into June.
Oh, June 4th. I don't know.
Dude, what?
I don't know what the months are. Whatever.
Okay. Well, it was
I
great.
gotta figure out the dates.
Yeah, you do.
So next week, I'm throwing a party on the 4th, man. I don't know. Fuck the numbers.
Okay.
July, June, whatever. Same shit to me.
Okay.
I swear it's July. Is it not July?
July 4th is the 4th of July.
What's
But
next month?
June.
Man,
Oh my
fuck the English language. Man.
Okay.
Fuck English. fuck months. What is it called? The signs and all that.
Astrology.
Fuck astrology. Fuck
Okay.
astrology hoes. Alright.
Okay.
Thanks for watching. I'm out. Bye bye.